morning students. Today we will perform next experiment, that is to determine the total hardness of water by EDTA method. As you have studied in your theory class that hardness of water. What is hardness of water? Hardness of water is that property of water which prevents lathering of soap. When soap is treated with water, it forms lather. But if some salts which are soluble in water, like salts of calcium and magnesium, if they are present, then it prevents the formation of lather foam. So that is called hardness of water. So hardness of water is of two types. One is temporary hardness, another is permanent hardness. Temporary hardness can be removed easily by boiling the water, and temporary hardness is due to the presence of bicarbonates of calcium and magnesium. While permanent hardness could not be removed simply by boiling of water, since the hardness of water is present due to the chlorides and sulfates of calcium and magnesium. So to determine how much amount, that is the estimation of the hardness, it involves the titration method. In titration method, we do the titration of EDTA with the water sample to determine how much hardness is present. So our aim for the today's experiment is to determine the total hardness of water by EDTA method. In this, the requirement, we require the apparatus. The apparatus required are those which are used for the titration, like burette, pipette, conical flask, and burette stand, funnel, dropper, etc. And the chemicals used in this particular experiment are EDTA solution and standard hard water. N by 50 EDTA solution is taken in this, and then we find its strength by titrating it with the standard hard water. First of all, the EDTA is being standardized using standard hard water. Standard hard water is 1 milligram of calcium carbonate is present in 1 ml of the water. So that is standard hard water. So in this we require the buffer solution, whose pH is from 9 to 10, and we require the ammonia solution. EBT is used as indicator. In this, indicator used is Eriochrome black tea, and the end point is wine red to blue coloration. Then we come to the theory. In this, M represents the metal ions. It may be due to calcium or magnesium. It means the calcium or magnesium ions are present into the water sample, and it is being used as indicator. EBT is used as indicator at a pH of 9 to 10. EBT forms a soluble complex with the metal ions present in the water sample. This metal EBT complex, which is wine red in color, is formed. This is a wine red coloration complex. Metal EBT complex is formed when EBT is added to water sample at a pH of 9 to 10. Then we treat this solution which contains the EBT complex with EDTA solution. This EDTA solution, it forms the metal EDTA complex, which is formed by the combination of the free metal ions present into the water sample with EDTA. So this metal EDTA complex is formed with the free metal ions which are present into the water, and this process goes on till all the free metal ions are being consumed by complexing it with EDTA. When all the free metal ions of calcium and magnesium are being complexed, then a stage is reached when the metal EBT complex is present and we put a drop of EDTA from the burette. Then what happens? Since EDTA is a more stronger complexing agent, it substitutes EBT from this metal EBT complex and it forms metal EDTA complex. It forms metal EDTA complex and EBT is set free. As the free metal, free EBT, free iriochrome black tea, it have blue color. The free state of EBT, it is having blue color. So the change of the color takes place from wine red to deep blue. So that is the end point of this particular titration. So then we come to the observations, how we carry out the procedure. First of all, we take the 25 ml of the water sample. We have the water sample in it. This is the water sample. We put out 25 ml of the water sample. We put out 25 ml of the water sample into the conical flask. This is the conical flask. Transfer this 25 ml of the standard hard water then add 4 to 5 ml of the buffer solution, then add 4 to 5 ml of buffer solution to it and 1 ml of ammonia solution, then add 2-3 drops of EBT indicator, then add 2-3 drops of EBT indicator. As we put the EBT indicator, the color of this solution changes to wine red. It will be here. We have the metal ions and then we add the buffer solution and then we add EBT. As we add EBT, the color of the complex is wine red. So this is the wine red coloration which is obtained due to the metal EBT complex. Now we titrate it, then rinse and fill the burette with the EDTA solution. In this we have EDTA solution and fill this and now note the initial reading of the burette and then titrate it. Let here the initial reading is 2.0. Start the titration. Add drop by drop till the end point is reached, and the end point is wine red to blue coloration. Simultaneously shake the flask and add drop by drop, when the solution becomes deep blue just with one drop, this is the end point. At this is the end point when the color changes from wine red to deep blue. So this is the titration. We have to perform the titration. First of all, we have to perform the titration with standard hardware. So first our observation will be, our first titration will be titration of EDTA versus standard hardware. So we have performed this titration with standard hardware. We have taken 25 ml of standard hardware and then our initial reading was 2.0 ml and the final reading is, here the final reading is 7.5 ml. It means 5.5 ml of EDTA is being used. Similarly, we will repeat another titration with the same solution and we will get a concordant reading. Let it be Vn. Let V1 ml of the EDTA is used to titrate 25 ml of standard hard water. Then we standardize the EDTA. We find the 1 ml of EDTA is equal to how much of the calcium carbonate. So we know that we have prepared the standard hard water. 1 ml of standard hard water is equivalent to 1 milligram of calcium carbonate. So V1 ml of EDTA is equivalent to 25 ml of standard hard water, which is equivalent to 25 milligram of calcium carbonate, or we can say that 1 ml of EDTA is equal to 25 by V1 milligram of calcium carbonate. So then next one is determination of the total hardness. Second titration is the determination of total hardness. Determination of total hardness. Determination of total hardness. So what we will do in this, we will titrate the titration of EDTA with sample hard water. Here we will take sample hard water and again we will perform the same type of titration and again we will perform the same type of titration and let here the volume of EDTA will be V2M for sample hard water. For sample hard water, let the volume of EDTA used for the sample hard water is V2M. So we have taken 25 ml of sample hard water. It means 25 ml of sample hard water. Sample hard water is equivalent to V2 ml of EDTA. V2 ml of EDTA, and we have calculated 1 ml of EDTA is equal to 25 milligram of calcium carbonate. So we can write V2 into 25 by V1 milligram of calcium carbonate. It means 25 ml of sample hard water will be equivalent to V2 into 25 by V1 milligram of calcium carbonate, and 1 ml of sample hard water will be equivalent to V2 upon V1 into 25 by 25 milligram of calcium carbonate. and 1000 ml, and 1000 ml will be equivalent to V2 upon V1 into 1000 milligram of calcium carbonate, or we can call it V2 by V1 into 1000 pp. This will be the total hardness. This will be the total hardness of water sample. This will be the total hardness of the water sample. So we can calculate the total hardness of water sample in the given sample. So this is the procedure and the observation calculations we have to perform for this experiment. So thank you.